Rockman 5 Endless. This is just another random thing that I'm going to be playing while talking about something unrelated. Because I need to say a few things about my upcoming Let's Plays, which will be, as I've already mentioned before, Zelda Oracle of Seasons, Mega Man 9, and Super Mario Sunshine. And I'll attempt to do all three of those at once, and hold on, this might be a really hard room. No, it's not. There's two of them like this. One of them's practically impossible. But anyway, I'm going to try and do all those at once. I'm going to attempt to get a new segment for all three of them out on each weekday, so that would be 15 segments per week, which is kind of like a high goal. So I might not be meeting that goal, but I'll do my best to at least get close to it. So anyway, about restrictions on these games, because my playthroughs are usually more fun to both play and watch if I'm putting in some arbitrary restriction to make the game harder or more interesting, like I did with the Coinless run and all that stuff. Zelda, I will be doing normally. There's not going to be any restrictions involved because it's a blind run anyway, which I think is kind of enough. I'm not going to be I can't collect any heart containers. That would be a bit extreme. So yeah, that's going to be normal, and after I finish it, I will probably do Oracle of Ages as well. But I am assuming that they're both pretty long games, so I can't make any decisions yet, because it's going to be quite a while before that happens. Anyway, Mega Man 9, I already know I'm going to be doing it with Proto Man, which was downloadable content to use that character. It's more challenging that way, because Proto Man can slide, and he can charge shots, but he takes twice as much damage, and gets twice as much knockback, and can't go to the shop, and can only have 2 shots on screen at once instead of 3, and holy crap, this thing is beating the crap out of me. But, oh god, there's 2 of them. I'm sucking at this because I normally have to focus. So yeah, I'm just going to be using Proto Man, and I think I'm also going to, restrict myself to just the normal Buster weapon, not use any of the special weapons unless I really need to. That's pretty much how I play anyway, except for, usually I do use them if it's really convenient to do so, or against most of the bosses, but here I'll try to only use them if I absolutely have to. And I think that's all I'm going to be doing for that one. However, I would like people to vote on which bosses to do, what order to do them in. So in this one, vote which boss to do first, and then once I record that one, then vote on the second one, and so on until I've beaten all 8. So the real question here is about what to do with Sunshine. I do think I'm going to be getting all 120 shines in it, which means that it's going to be a fairly long run as well. But, what else I do hasn't been decided yet. My ideas so far have been try to do it coinless, like I did with Mario 64. I don't know if it's possible to get all of them coinless. I don't know if anyone has ever really tried. So it would be more of a attempt to do it coinless, and if it's not possible, then just grab one anyway and move on as if nothing happened. That one, I don't know if it would be too exciting, really. The other one I thought is no hover nozzle, which is an interesting suggestion because the hover nozzle is one of the things that makes the game interesting because it has a lot of opportunities. But, so it's fun to just play around with it and see what you can do with it. So, not allowing that would probably make the game actually more boring in a sense, but it would also make it more, interesting in a different sense because I'd have to try and figure out ways to get around without it. And once again, I don't know if it's really possible to do that. It would just be an experiment. So, if anyone has any opinions, if I should do it coinless or hover nozzle-less or both, or if you have some other restriction idea, please tell me so I can try and figure something out by the time that I start it tomorrow. except tomorrow's probably just going to be like an introductory sort of thing. I don't think I'm going to be achieving much. It'll be like the intro and the first shine. Also, in that, like I said, I'm going to be trying to get all 120. Only 50 of them are needed to beat the game. So, what I'm planning on doing is just getting those bare minimum 50, beating Bowser, and then cleaning up to get the rest. However, like, during the 50, I'll also, like, allow myself to pick up blue coins, just so I don't have to keep going back for them later. I just won't exchange them for anything. They don't really count towards the total. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling at this point because I'm trying to focus on the game. But yeah, like, as I switch halfway through, after beating Bowser and then getting all the unnecessary shines, if I like, want to or need to change the restrictions halfway through, that's also a possibility. So, I might end up taking, like, the top 2 votes on that. And I'm hoping that I actually do get a lot of comments on this one. Like, if you have anything to say at all, then go ahead and say it. And wow, I suck at this game. But I guess that was good because I was done anyway. So, I guess random shout out for this game. There's actually quite a few of them like this. I know there's one for Mega Man 3 as well. I will put a link in the description box for the IPS patch. You'll need a copy of Rockman 5, like specifically Rockman 5, not Mega Man 5, so that means you have to have the Japanese one. There's 2 modes. The regular one, my high score is 412. That is with save state abuse, though, so I don't really consider that a true score. Hard mode, same thing, except for you have a timer, which has never been a problem for me because you have 1:30 for each section, and it only goes down by 1 second every time you beat a boss. But yeah, my 327 on that is legitimate. So, if you've tried Mega Man 9's Endless Mode, or if you didn't but would want to, or, I don't know, if you just feel like trying this, then go ahead and try it. It's cool. Unrelated contest. I don't have any prizes for this contest figured out yet, but I felt kind of bad about my last one only being possible for Pokemon fans, so I've decided to hold another one. For this contest, you'll need to send me a list in a private message, and the person whose list is closest to the one that I have will be the winner. This list is of every game that I have done some sort of commentary over, and then uploaded. So, games like the Impossible Quiz, where I don't talk over it, those don't count. However, a game that I play for only a few seconds, or say even only 1 word over, those do count. So, the list is more challenging than just looking at a playlist of all my LPs and then going through that and listing all those. By my count, there are 45 games. Flash games and ROM hacks and Zelda Classic Quests, all those do count. This list has to be in the order at which I recorded them, not uploaded them, which you may think is kind of unfair because I'm the only one who knows the exact recording dates, but in general, it's the same, but there's a few where the order is slightly different, and you would know this by either reading the description or listening to the commentary because I'll mention it. So, don't freak out about that too much, because if you happen to be the closest, even with a few out of order, you still could be the winner. But, I don't know, if you feel like it, then give this a try. I can't guarantee that the prize will be anything great, but it's just something that I thought would be interesting.